Look at this. I just told an AI what services I provided, who my client is, and how much to charge. And in literally 10 seconds, it generated this complete professional invoice. The client's name, itemized services, total amount, payment terms, even the business logo, all done automatically. Now, here's the crazy part. I built this entire app myself, no coding experience, no expensive developers, just me, Google Stitch, and Google AI Studio. And by the end of this video, you will have built this exact same app, and I'm going to show you exactly how small business owners are already paying for this. Stay with me. Let's get into it. Welcome back to George Digital, the channel where I show you exactly how to use AI to build real things and make real money. If you are new here, drop a comment saying new and I will make sure to respond to you personally. Now, today's video is one I have been waiting to make for a long time. We are going to use two of Google's most powerful AI tools, Google Stitch and Google AI Studio, to build a fully working AI invoice generator app from scratch. No coding, no prior experience needed. If you can follow steps, you can do this. Here's exactly what the app will do. Number one, a business owner types in their client's name, their services, and the price. Number two, the AI automatically formats everything into a beautiful professional invoice. And then number three, the invoice can be downloaded or sent directly to the client. This is it, simple, powerful, and something every single small business need. Before I started using AI, making invoices used to take me 20 to 30 minutes, formatting, calculating, making it look professional, all manual. Now, 10 seconds and it's done. All right, let's build it. I will go step by step and I will explain everything. Before we build, let me quickly show you the tools we are going to use today, because if you don't know them yet, they are about to change your life. So let's head over to the first tool, which is Google AI Studio, just to make you understand how it looks. So once you search for Google AI Studio, what you just need to do is to click on this first one you see. So Google AI Studio is Google's platform for building with Gemini, their most powerful AI model. So think of it as the brain of the project. This is where we will write the prompt that tells our app what to do, how to read the input, how to generate the invoice, and how to format the output. It's completely free to use. You just need a Google account or a Gmail account for you to access it. And the next platform we'll be using also is Google Stitch. Google Stitch is Google's new tool, and honestly, this one surprised me when I first used it. Stitch lets you design and build a complete app interface using AI. You describe what you want, and it builds the front end, the actual screen and buttons that user interacts with. No coding, no Figma, just describe it in a plain English and Stitch builds it. So let's just do a simple test run of how Stitch works so that you guys see how it works. Then we head over to building our apps with the prompts, and also don't forget that the prompts will be in the description below for you to use in building this our app. So first off, write your prompt here. So let's say I want to build a dashboard for fintech. I'll just say I want you to design a fintech dashboard using the best colors or color combination. It should have in modern design and layouts with futuristic buttons, futuristic sidebar, and a clean min- minimalistic UI and UX design. Let's just leave this. Now, there's something I want you to take note of. So let's say I already have a design. I would use this plus button to make that as a reference. Then if you are building a mobile app, you just click on this place and select mobile app, this place. Then if you are building a web app, you click on this place to build or select the web app. So let's say I'm building a web app, I'll just click on this place. So web app. If I'm building a mobile app, I'll click here. So let's say I'm going with the web app for this sample. Let's just say I'm for just to show you, I'll just go here. Then once I click here, I'll just click on this place. You see, enter this button or enter on my keyboard. Then I'll just allow Google Stitch to do its work. Okay, if you notice, it has come up with this color scheme or this color template with the font and typography, which is why I love Stitch. So you can see the font it is using. So this is like the color palette where you see the primary, the secondary, tertiary color, and the neutral color, which it will be using to design the dashboard. So if you look over here, it is now generating the screen. So what we just need to do is just to wait for it a bit. And you notice, voila. Wow. Isn't this beautiful? So let's just zoom into it a bit. So this is Google Stitch at work. So you could just use this and continue your design. If you're a developer, if you're into UI UX, you could use this as an advantage to you. But this is not what I want to build. I just want to intimate you with how Google Stitch work. So let's just go into building what I want to build. So I'll just come back here. So I can rename the project if I want, but let's just go back to building from what we want to build. So what we have here is me dropping a prompt that will allow Google Stitch to build. So the prompt will be in the description below. I will drop the link there for you to use also to build the same app I want to build. So here's the prompt. I said build a clean professional AI generator app, invoice generator app. It should have a form where user enter their business name, client's name, a list of services and prices and payment terms, a large generator invoice button, a preview area on the right side where the generated invoice appears, a downloadable button to save as PDF, use a clean white and blue color scheme. So this is my prompt. So I want it to be a mobile app. So because I'll be using it on my phone and I'll be showing you that. Now I'll just click on this place just like I did previously. So this is also it giving me the primary color. So if we look, it will try to start generating the screens, which is why I love Stitch. It gets to understand you are using AI, you are prompting an AI, and it is coming up with the whole app idea. So it will generate the screens for us. So let's just wait. So if you notice, it is generating, it has generated the first screen. This is the second screen. It's generating the third. So let's just wait a bit. So it has generated the screen, the third screen, which is this. So it's still working on it. Let's just wait a bit. So I want to add a certain screen. So all these are the things that we are going to be using. So let's say we are done. So one thing I want to point out is if you notice this screen, if you look at the footer or the mobile menu, you notice that the alignment or the way it is not the same with the previous one. So if you notice the previous one, there is a invoice, client, then draft, then account. But this is having invoice, draft before client. So the thing is not consistent, these two. So how do I do? I'll hold my control key down and select it by clicking on it. Then I'll hold my control key and click on the second one for it to select the both of them. Then I'll just write my prompt and use it to correct them. So let's do that. So it will regenerate for us these two screens. So let's just wait for it. So if you notice, it has come up with the amendment. I don't know if you notice it. So this is the amendment. If you check the footer now, it's looking like this. So it has changed it. So these ones are no longer needed. So we could just remove them. And also this one we could remove. Then we come here, we keep this here and keep this here. So we have the settings page or the account page or the settings page, depending on the way we want to call it. So let's just drag this to the top a bit like this. So we are done using Stitch. So what we could do now is, how do we head over to Google AI Studio to build this? Now there are two ways we could do this. One is using the export, where we have to export this section, we select it and export it as a zip file. So let's just do this sharply. So we Control A. So once you select or you click on export, then you can export it as a zip file, or you can also copy the code to clip. So let's just export, or you can also export to your AI Studio by clicking on build with. So these are the method we could use. We could either export it as a zip or as a Figma file, or we can just select AI Studio here, which is the method that we want to use. Then you come here to this place, you see build with AI Studio and click on that icon. Once you click on that button, it will take you to Google AI Studio, where you can now bring this to life without stressing yourself, without writing much of a code. We just bring it, it will just import to Google AI Studio. The whole images will be imported to AI Studio. If you notice, it's being imported. So now this is where you could now write your prompt for it to build this app for me. So what I will do is, I'll give it a prompt, and also don't forget the prompt is in the description. And if you are following me up to this point, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as this will help the algorithm. Also, don't forget to comment, as this will help the algorithm to push it to other people. If you have a friend that have an idea and want to build the idea, you could also share this video with that friend and tell the friend to watch, because the friend will also gain value from this video. Let's continue. So this is my prompt. I said, build me an app with screen that look like this. You can hot link images from the HTML, and you have to build me an AI invoice generator. When given a business name, client's name, list of services with prices and payment terms, you will generate professional invoice in a clean HTML format, including invoice this, and this. So let's add one thing here. We did not look at the exporting to PDF. So let's add that to the prompt. So let's just see that. So this is just what I just added, a large generation. So let's just click on build. and allow Google AI Studio to analyze each of the image. Just allow. So to analyze of this image, so just wait a bit for it to do the analysis. If you notice, we have about 8 images, or sorry, 7 images with some HTML prompts included with it. So in total, all of them making 9. So we just have to wait for it to get into work like you see. So it's building. So Google AI today is done building the app. Let's test it to see if it is working. So I'll just give it my business name, George Digitals. Okay. Then the client's name, let's just call the client's name Joseph. Joseph Paul. Okay. So then we could come here and add services. So click on this plus button. So if you look at this, once you click, you add the services name by saying let's say school fees, for instance, or internet subscription. Let's use internet subscription. And the amount, let's say is $30, $20, we'll put that. Then you could add. So once you click on this plus, you scroll down and see it down. So you add let's say food or grocery. I'll just say food and beverages, right? Beverages. Can't spell any longer. Beverages. Let's just say that is $230. Then let's just delete this. Delete this. So you said net 30. Okay, so let's just click on generate invoice down here. See what happens. So if you look at this, it has the name built to this. It has our food, beverages. We have this. We did a calculation and did a VAT of 20%. So if we do the calculation, let's see, 2,400 plus 850 is 3,250 plus 20 is 3,000. What's the price? Okay, this is okay, yeah, 3,500. Yeah, 250 plus another 250 is 3,500. So with this VAT of 20% of that, it gives us this. So this is working. So what we just need to do is to click on download PDF. So if you click on download PDF, there is an error. I don't know if you noticed that, right? So this error that we are seeing here could be fixed because we need to download. So we could just come over and tell the AI that we need this to be done. So if you go to draft, you could see some drafted document and the rest. So you see the name of the person. So, but we could also change the view because if you notice the view is somehow, so we just change it to mobile by clicking here. So you see the whole design here, right? You could see the whole design and you could click on add new, go to client, see list of clients. So you could add a new client. So you could scroll down. You could come here to account. So you could see the billings. So you could also add a picture by clicking here, then edit the username. So some of the things here are not working. We could just concentrate and make it work. So this is the invoice for this person, which we are not able to download here now. So what I'll do is I'll say the download PDF documents button isn't working. Please fix it. Then you click on this place to send it. So let's wait for it to do the fixing. Okay, so we've been able to tell it to improve on that. So let's try it again. So let's say George Digitals. George Digitals. Then the client's name, Joseph Paul. Then you come here to this place. So click on add new service. Then you could add that. So let's say monthly bookkeeping. So let's say it's $350. Then internet subscription. Let's say it's $200 or $300. Then we click on this add new. Then we see maybe groceries. Let's say that is 2,500. Then we would also click on generate invoice. This is our invoice. Then let's try to click on download. I'm not seeing anything downloading. So there's an error. So this error is the PDF generator. So it is not working, meaning there is an error with the script. So we need to fix that now. So let's test it again to see if it's working. So let's just use this data here. So we've put my name, just digitals and all. So we scroll down to the place where we see download. Just click on this download. So if you take note, it is generating the PDF. Now, if you look at this place, it has opened. This is the PDF. It has downloaded the PDF with the price and all. So this is it with the invoice number, the date. Well, they won't have today's date for March. So, okay. So, but there are some certain things I'd want to add. So this is what I'm going to add here. So I notice the invoice number don't change. So if we put, no matter what we click on, this invoice number doesn't change. And also there is not there. Yeah, there. There is not a place. There's not a place for regular. There is not a place for regularity. Sorry, not regularity, for regulating. Regulating the VAT or a company to add their logo. Okay. So let's just send this over. So we want it to have a place for regulating the VAT and also a place for companies to add their logo. If you know this is not my logo, I know I'm Josh Digitals, but this is not my logo. What if a company wants to add their logo? So that the invoice will also have a template. So what if the company wants to pick from a template of invoice instead of just using this blue, and also a place for changing the color. So depending on their logo, they could change the color. And also we don't want all this some generic data like this we are seeing. There's one other mistake I supposed to talk about quantity. So there are some things we buy in quantity. So let's say I'm to subscribe for a service and a quantity-based service, for instance. Let's say a plumber is trying to come and work on some item in my house. So if you notice now, it has the invoice place to insert that VAT. Okay, the invoice number. So you can also increase or reduce the VAT. Also change the invoice number. the business name that. You could also change the color. Wow. So you could say classic, modern, minimal. So you could select the document kind of format. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. So let's see if we click on mode classic. If you notice, this is how it looks. Wow. So if you click on minimal, this is how minimal looks. I don't know if you notice it, right? So minimal is just this. So okay, so let's look at adding that let's say we look at adding the quantity. So there uh, okay, not like this. Let's go through this way. We want to have item quantity when we add services items, because there are some things that could be bought in large quantity. So let's just send this over. Okay, so now we've been able to make the necessary adjustment, as you could see here. So if you look at this area, you'll see that once we go down to the quantity section, you see it has service and item. If you click on add, it will show you the name of things. So let's say I put website design, then I can put the quantity, then the price. Let's say it's 200 or $2,000. You can also add a brief note. So you could click on this AI suggestion. Then once you click there, you could scroll down. You see it has added the amounts together. Then you click on this place. You could also make changes to the invoice number. So let's call this invoice 2. Then you scroll down, and if you look at, this is it. This is the payment due date and all. Then you could click on this place to download if you notice, it has downloaded this, which we would open here now. So if you open it like this, if you notice, it has the amount, the rate, the total amount of it. So we are able to download the generated copy. So this is what it is. So how do we make money from this software? Now, how to make money from it is for us to take it to small business owners that always have this issue of generating invoice, or have this issue of going to buy a voucher or so for the invoice and paying all this money. They don't need to do that. With your app, they would be able to generate the invoice and send it to a client and get their payment. So this is something you could sell out to a company. And thank you for watching to this point. If you are yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and also share these videos with your friend and your loved ones. See you in the next episode. Peace out.